Welcome to the Enc Cup. I'm Dr. Boomer Brown with Doing Good at Work. Well, today we're talking about how to break free from perfectionism, how to ditch those perfectionistic tendencies that we have. Some of you might be saying, well, I'm not a perfectionist. Well, you may not be a full-blown perfectionist. I used to not think I was, but I did have some perfectionistic tendencies, and it hurt my life. It damaged my life. You see, I want to help you find and experience full joy in life by letting go of perfectionism. Why would you want to do that? Well, one thing is that perfectionism defeats initiative. There are lots of times when I want to start a project or I want to start doing something, but sometimes I procrastinate. And a lot of the fountainhead of procrastination is perfectionistic thoughts and ideas. We're just afraid to start. So sometimes having these tendency of wanting things to be exactly right, afraid of the fact that we might not get them right, it might not look right, it might not sound right, it might not be right. I just don't get started. So if you practice perfectionism or have these tendencies, you might have a hard time starting things. Another thing that perfectionism does is it damages relationships. When I'm so hard inside and I expect everything to go just a certain way outside, whether I'm a project manager or I'm working on a job or I'm managing a team or I'm a part of a team, and all of a sudden I am so demanding because it's got to be perfect, or there can't be any mistakes, or I'm so worried about that, or I'm nagging everyone on the team. No one wants to be around a nag. And it can damage relationships. It can be the same way in a marriage. It can be the same way with your children and your friends and your neighbors and your coworkers. Nobody wants to be a nag. And some of the reasons why we are nags is because we have to have it a certain way. We have to control it, and we have to see the outcomes come out the way that we want them to. That's how perfectionism could potentially damage relationships. The last thing I know is true is perfectionism destroys happiness. Not only do you nag others, but you nag yourself. You're never happy inside. You're frustrated. You're never doing enough. You're never at work long enough. You don't get the ultimate results that you want, whether it's a sales goal, it's a project completion time, it's the outcome of the project. Whatever you're doing, it never makes you happy, and it's just a constant stress of wanting to achieve more. It's like the proverbial dog chasing its tail. It's going around and around and around, and we're just not happy. Life is not fun. We're miserable inside ourselves. We're miserable around others, and we just are not experiencing life to the fullest. Well, this is what could happen if you have these perfectionistic tendencies. But I want to give you some good news today. Is how I escaped from that was I experienced the grace of God. God himself, who is perfect, by the way, the only perfect being in the universe, he's perfect every time. But you know what? God doesn't expect perfection out of me. Now, there's a Bible verse that says, "Be ye therefore perfect as I am perfect." But God knows that I break. I do wrong things. I say wrong things. I make wrong decisions. And he understands me. We call that mercy. Because he's perfect, I don't get what I really deserve. He's merciful to me. But more importantly, he's gracious. He actually gives me what I don't deserve. I'm not perfect, but because of his love, his grace, and his mercy, I actually can have a relationship with him, which helps me to have a relationship with others, with my spouse, with my children, with my coworkers, with my friends and neighbors. And where I might want it to be right, and I might want to strive toward a good outcome, that's a noble cause, by the way. But being perfect, that's not realistic. Doing your best, that is realistic. So I encourage you today to switch out from being a perfectionist or having perfectionistic tendencies to adopting grace and mercy as a way of living. People will make mistakes. You will make mistakes. You will need to forgive others. they will need to forgive you. Living this way can bring much joy and liberation in your life. If you are living under the dark cloud of perfectionist behaviors, it's like living in prison. Be set free by the grace and mercy of God. As always, there's plenty of tools that you can check out and you can request free of charge. Don't miss that opportunity if there's something there that help you. But we are always here for you to help you in any space and time, whatever need that you might have. Please respond to us accordingly. Listen, thank you for tuning into the Cup this week. And as always, we look forward to seeing you next week on the Encouraging Cup.